So what hit Lori and I were reading this passage in Matthew, which I'm going to read for you guys here in a second so I can sit with you guys. So we were putting all this pressure on ourselves, what the world was saying, what beauty looked like, what your fitness routine should look like, your diet, all these extra pressures on ourselves that the world was saying to do. And plus, as Lori was saying, that we started idolizing what we saw in the mirror. We based everything off our appearance. Again, that stuff of the work of the enemy working on you to keep you your eyes off of Jesus, where the rest is, where it is easy. So we're here to bring light to that in case you forgot that truth. It's something Lori and I didn't realize at all, again, because we didn't read the Bible. We were so focused on what we looked like, our numbers and stuff, that we were just like exhausted. We've mentioned before, our journey before, diet after diet, different workout routines, working out harder, working out longer, and it got us nowhere, actually made us more sick, physically and emotionally and stuff, and obviously spiritually. We didn't realize our spiritual side of us was weak, and that's what we needed our strength, and that's why Lori started with point number 1. It all starts from there, because there's going to be days you're going to lack motivation. You're going to have days where you're just not going to feel like doing stuff. But Lori and I can realize from reading the Bible is that God gives us the spirit of self-control, and so we rely on His strength, right? Christ's strength to do things. So again, you need to be inviting Him in as much as we know it sounds. This isn't a concept that's going to probably bring in like $1 million, like get skinny today or lose 15 pounds right now with this shake. Like we understand like those are buzzwords, but please hope you realize that that's just more traps. And it's only going to bring more burden to you. So let me read you this passage so you can soak in the ease that Jesus promises all of us, the peace we find in Him, not in a diet pill and not in an exercise program. Okay, so I'm reading from Lori's Bible. This is the NLT. Again, we did a whole video on what Bibles we have, so we'll link that up for you guys. But it's coming out of Matthew chapter 11, starting down at verse 28. Then Jesus said, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." And I will repeat that part there at the end, verse 30. "For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light." So when we read that, it gave us immediately a sense of peace and like, thank you, Jesus. Reminding us all, His burden is light. So remembering though, back then their burdens were a lot different than what we experience today. But you can also look at it, it's similar in the sense of we're all getting other things outside of what God says that people are putting on us or that we feel we need to do. And one thing, Lori and I want to encourage you, we actually shared a video over on Instagram reminding people that God isn't looking at your appearance and basically saying, "Oh yeah, she's a good one, she's going to definitely be saved," and all these things, or "I'm going to favor her because look at her, she's sticking to her fitness routine, or she looks a certain way." God is looking at your heart. Something Lori and I've mentioned before in our videos. He wants your relationship with you, and that's why Lori encouraged you at the point 1 is to invite Him into your wellness routine. Invite Him into your struggles. He does want to hear from you. He does care about you. So lay all your burdens at Jesus' feet. Surrender yourself to Him, and He will make your burdens light. Now, we're not saying life is going to be easy as soon as you follow Jesus and you're not going to have any struggles along your fitness journey. It's not that. It's the deeper issues. It's the spiritual side that a lot of us don't realize that we're on the hunt for when we're trying to change our body. There's something else going on inside of us that Lori and I discovered. Truly, the only person that can satisfy that is Jesus, the one that fulfills us, the one that gives us the energy to keep going, the motivation, the strong spirit, things like that. So just remember that along your journey, Jesus' burden is light. So this helps you put in perspective, who are you following, who are you listening to, even within your fitness journey.